Welcome to Life Seeds. I'm Douglas C. I'm excited to have you guys back today. It is a wonderful day to be alive, a wonderful day to be coming back to you again. And today I want to discuss with you the power of focus. We live in a very distracted world, a world where everybody is distracted by one thing or the other. A situation whereby people now are struggling to become who they really were created to be because they've become hyper distracted. And in a world that is hyper distracted, how do you regain your focus? And how do you become the man, the woman that you have been created to be? Because if you cannot really bring it down and hone it down and focus on the things that matter, the truth is life will pass you by. It is the moment you choose to just laser focus on that thing that God has placed in your heart that you are going to fully live out your potential and live out your assignment on the planet Earth. So, without focus, nothing really can be established. Nothing really can be accomplished. And therefore, it is not an option for us to really make the decision to say, this is the time for me to focus. And what does it mean to focus? Well, focus is having a direct attention that is consistently kept until accomplishment or a goal is realized. But in other words, focus on its own has its own meaning all already embedded in the word itself. Focus, meaning follow one course until successful. Follow one course until successful. Isn't that difficult in the world we live in today? In the world where our phone is binging or is popping up one message or the other, a lot from apps, email messages, social media messages and alerts. We are being bombarded by one thing or the other to take our attention away. It is said that we process millions of information every day, just millions of information, things that are there to take our attention away. And really, that is what is really hindering people from getting to their place of destiny, from getting to their place of purpose. So how do you overcome distraction and conquer with the power of focus? Well, I'm going to discuss that with you today. And that is what I'm going to call the principle of focus or the secrets of focus. And in those secrets, we're going to just more or less spell out the words focus. That is Focus. So what do they mean? Well, if you are really going to accomplish that which your heart has been set to, you're going to need to focus. And the F in focus stands for foundation. These are the secrets of focus that I'm sharing with you. And that is going to be foundation. Thank you very much, Dennis. For you to accomplish anything in life, there have to be a foundation. The deeper your foundation, then that's the taller your building is going to be. A lot of people do things, they are being blown by the winds of life. They are being blown by whatever is in vogue at the time, right? People are being moved being swayed by either peer pressure or societal pressure or one thing or the other. Why? Because they lack foundation. They don't really know who they are. So when you don't know who you are, when you don't know what exactly you are going for, you are being pushed around by everything and anything. It is said that if you don't stand for something, you will be pushed by anything, right? So if you don't stand for something, you will be blown around by anything. Don't stand for anything, because you don't know who you are. So you have to have foundation. What does that mean to have foundation? Well, what is your mission with the project you're doing? What exactly do you want to accomplish with it? What is the mission that you are on? What exactly do you want to accomplish with that task or project that you are working on, right? So it is that mission. If you know exactly the mission you're on, that keeps your mind focused on that mission, because there's something that you want to accomplish, that you've engaged on, that your focus, again the word, is on, because you've established a mission that you are on. What is your vision? Where do you see yourself a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, 2 years, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, right? What is your vision based on the mission you're on? It is actually moving you forward to a life that you have envisioned for yourself, that you want to accomplish, right? So when you have that, that motivates you and keeps your attention, it keeps your energy focused on the things that you want to accomplish. Because you're not just on a mission, you're on this mission because there's a vision that God has entrusted you with, that you're working towards. Now, you have this vision that God has given to you. For you to be able to do that and be laser focused in accomplishing this vision, you're going to have some goals that you have established for yourself, right? So if you don't know where you're going, definitely you don't know what to do to get there. Right? So if you know exactly where you're going based on your vision, then you're going to have some goals in terms of milestones that you set for yourself. You're going to have to break all of these things down to say, this is what I'm going to do now. This is what I'm doing for today. This is what I'm doing for the week. This is what I'm doing for the month. And I'm doing for the year. And in the course of my processes, in the course of doing this thing, I'm definitely going to get to my goals. So when you have these goals, they help you on that mission that you have already established that you are on, that will keep you laser focused on that project, on the mission that you're on, definitely moving you towards the vision that God has entrusted you with. It is having these goals and then breaking them into steps that will allow you to engage them. Based on that, you are going to be laser focused on that project for sure. Why? Because you know exactly what you want. You stand for something. Therefore, you are not moved by anything and everything that passes you by. So foundation is the first word, is the first letter and the first word in the principle or the secret of actually regaining your power of focus. Now, the other letter in the word focus is O. And O, in my own secret of focus, stands for organization. Organization, right? So you got to be organized. You have to be able to outline the steps that you have to take, that you want to take to accomplish the goal that you have established in your foundation. Because you have a foundation now, to really be focused, you need to organize by outlining the steps that you're going to take to get you to where you want to go. Now, you've outlined this. This is what I'm going to do today, do for the week and the month and stuff like that. That keeps your mind organized. It keeps your brain really focused on the things that you need to do, and then you get going by doing. The truth is, we live in a world today whereby, I will tell you, it is very rarely that you talk to somebody, they don't know what exactly they want out of life. Most people do know. Well, there are a few situations whereby people really don't know and stuff like that, but most people do know what they want out of life. But the reason they don't accomplish it is because they haven't discovered, or rather decided on their foundation yet, or discovered their foundation, or really established their foundation and decide to go after it. So when you organize yourself by outlining the steps you need to take and commit to it, believe me, you will definitely get things done. And it is not just taking one action. And that is what leads us to the third letter in the word focus, and that is the letter C. The letter C stands for consistency. Now, I kind of brought two words here that this C is going to represent. In other words, I'm not saying we have two C's in focus, but again, first is consistency. Now you've outlined your steps, you've committed yourself in doing. You do it one time and you forget and maybe never do anything about it. You've been swayed by something else, or your attention is being taken away by something else. You lose your momentum. We've talked about momentum in my first session with you guys, which was more or less having that momentum, getting you going. But when you stop being consistent in what you do, you're going to lose the momentum that you have gotten. But what keeps you consistent is the other word that the C also represents in the word focus, which is your circle. The people around you, the circle you have around you. My grandfather say, show me your friends. I'm going to tell you the pants that you're going to be wearing tomorrow. Why? Because you're going to want to look like your friends. Your circle matters. So which are the people around you, right? So your circle will determine a lot if you're going to focus on the things that you want to accomplish. If you have people that are disinterested in the things that you are interested in, you're not going to be motivated. Or you are in the circle of people whereby whenever you tell them about the big goals you have, they more or less just look for all the ways they're never going to work. I have a friend. I had a friend. I haven't seen him in a very long time, and hence I use the word "had a friend." The truth is, when I want to find out what is not going to work, or rather the loophole or the lapses that is going to be in any project that I'm working on or any idea that I have, I'm not going to call his name. I'm so tempted to call his name. I'll call him and ask him, what do you think? And he's going to definitely find something. Why this stuff is not going to work? Why, if it's going to work, somebody else should have done it already. You know, he's going to find something. He's going to tell me 110 reasons why that is not going to work. And I intentionally call him. His name is just on my tongue, but I don't want to do that. I intentionally call him so that I look for the lapses and the loopholes in my ideas and in the things I want to do. But when you have people like him around you, and they're going to distract you. They're going to tell you, no, this is not going to work. You better be looking for something else to do. You become discouraged. And that will kill your consistency. Right? So your circle matters a lot. I want to have people that are as motivated as I am around me. Even if I am not motivated, just being around them will get me excited about life, get me excited about possibilities and things that I can do. Your environment matters a lot. If you are in an environment where everybody is talking about all the things that are wrong with your society, listen, you're only going to see all the things that are wrong in your society. When you surround yourself with people that see the only things that are possible, only the things that are possible in that society, those are the things that you're going to see as well, possibilities. So your circle matters a lot. So if you have people that are as motivated or more motivated than you are, you're going to be motivated. They're going to equally encourage you to, and that will keep you consistent in what you are doing. So that is the word C, consistency. Consistency, and also it represents your circle as well. Now, the U in the word focus stands for understanding. Understanding. We have people whereby they're very excited about what they want to do. They are motivated. They actually have their mission and vision and goals all written out, and they just dive into the pool without knowing how to swim. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to drown, my friend. You're going to drown because you don't know how to swim yet. So you need to get understanding. You need to find mentors, find coaches, find pastors and ministers that you know can help you in, again, your circle to show you what to do. And the cheapest way to actually gain understanding is just pick up a book in the subject that you are interested in, that is related to the vision that you have, and read. in these books people are going to tell you all the mistakes they have made and all the things that made them successful in life. I have never read a book and not find something out of it. Even maybe sometimes you read or you've learned some of the stuff that's being told, that's been that is being written about, but somehow you're always going to leave a book with something. So you need to gain understanding through coaching, through going to going through the formal educational process, or just go to a webinar, gain understanding on the things you want to do, right? Because when you do that, you've sharpened your axe, right? So that way, when you start swinging to get a tree down, it's going to fall much, much more faster when you sharpen your axe. But when you say, you know what, I don't need to sharpen my axe, all I need to do is just keep swinging at this tree, and maybe I'm going to fall the tree somehow. Maybe not. Why? Because your axe is blunt. You just need to sharpen it. And that comes from understanding, right? There are processes that that people have developed. There are systems that people have developed. I've just now kind of alluded to the last letter there, right? So that people have developed that you definitely don't have to. There's nothing new under the sun. The Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. Somebody has been in your position before. They've been through your challenges before, and they've overcome. So they've come out of that with lessons that they can share with you, right? So you gain understanding, right? So you can be on a that excited, motivated, and goal-oriented, and there you're setting on a journey whereby the direction is north. And you say, you know, all I need to do is just go on the road, and you start going south. Do you think you're ever going to get there? No, you're never going to get there. But when you pull out a map and get to go through it, okay, my destination is northward, and that gets you on the right direction. So get understanding. What is the last letter in the word focus? The last letter is the letter S. And that S stands for systems. Systems. Why do we have to do things the hard way? Why? The reason people would rather go and buy a McDonald's franchise or Subway franchise is because these companies have put systems and processes in place that will almost, if not almost, well, there's always going to be the variation of location, almost guarantees success at a high propensity of 90 to 95% statistically. Why? Because these systems have been tried and proven. So if you want to really accomplish anything in life and stay focused, you have to develop systems so that you don't keep repeating yourself again and again. When you put systems in place, sometimes they are self-perpetuating, right? They are automated. So put systems and process in place to allow you to do things faster, better, and much, much cheaper, right? So there's always going to be an economy of scale when you systematize things, right? So that is how to gain the power of focus and quickly accomplish that which God has laid in your heart. And that is to first establish foundation. Establish your foundation. Know who you are. Know what you want out of life. Get organized. Stay consistent. And gain understanding and put systems and processes in place. I hope you enjoyed these very life seeds that I've shared with you, and that is my goal, is to come to you and share life seeds that I believe when you water them by through meditation and application, that they will grow to become oak trees and forests in your life. And I hope to hear from you one day to say, you know what? I listened to one of your life seeds, and I can tell you they bear fruit. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. Looking forward to coming to you again sometime this week. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Stay blessed.